online class. I'll be taking physics for you all. Dear children, now you have come for 10th standard. Study well. I wish you all the best for this academic year. Today I am going to take you an interesting chapter which is essential and almost all the systems work on it and it has become a part and parcel of our life. That is electricity. Electricity is one of the most important blessings that science has given to mankind. Electricity plays a vital role in all the fields. Industry, communication, military, transport, etc. Then what is electricity? Electricity is a convenient and controllable form of energy resulting from the existence of charged particles. Then what are charged particles? Where are they from? Charged particles are found in an atom. What is an atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element which is invisible. All substances are made up of atom. Inside this atom we find the charged particles. This is an atom, structure of an atom. It consists of nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged particles and neutrons are neutral. And these electrons are revolving around the nucleus. These electrons and protons are responsible for electricity. Then, who discovered electricity? Electricity was discovered by Thales in 600 BC. He took an amber, which is a fossil resin of a tree, and rubbed against the fur. And he observed that it was attracting the lighter objects. Thus, Thales created electric charges on objects. In Greek, for amber, it is called as electron. Thus, the word electricity originated. Electricity is of two types, static electricity and current electricity. In static electricity, the charges will not flow. It is at rest. It is in static. Only the charges will get attracted. For example, if you take a balloon, rub against on your head and keep near the hairs, you can see how the hairs are pulled against the balloon. Or take a scale or pencil, rub nicely and keep on the paper pieces. You can see how it gets attracted. Here the charges are not in motion, they just get attracted. This type of electricity is called as static electricity. The other type of electricity is current electricity, in which charges are in motion, flow of charges. Here, if the charges flow in a conductor, then we say there is an electric current. Then what is an electric current? Electric current is the amount of flow of charges in a particular area in unit time. If the charges, you can see here the charges flowing. If the charges flow in a particular area in time t, then we say there is an electric current. How do we measure the electric current? Electric current is measured by the amount of charges flowing through a particular area in unit time. So, electric current is equal to flow of electric charges per unit time. So, electric charges are measured with respect to time. Therefore, electric current is defined as rate of flow of electric charges. If charges are flowing in a conductor, for example, these charges are denoted by the letter Q. So, if Q number of charges are flowing through a conductor in time t, then the current I is given by flow of charges, that is Q, by time t. So, I is equal to Q by t. What I stands for? Current. Q stands for charges and T stands for time. So, electric current is nothing but it is flow of charges with respect to time. The SI unit of time, you all know it is seconds. The SI unit of charges is coulomb. So, 1 coulomb is equivalent to the number of charges on the electron 6.2 into 10 raised to 18 electrons. The SI unit of charge is coulomb. 1 coulomb is the charge contained on 6.2 into 10 raised to 18 electrons. So the SI unit of electric current is ampere. It is named after the French scientist Henri Marie Ampere. He is the founder of electrodynamics. Small quantities of current is expressed in milliamperes and microamperes. When you say there is a flow of current of 1 ampere, when the 1 coulomb of charge flows for 1 second, then we say there is a flow of current of 1 ampere. This current in the circuit is measured using the instrument called ammeter. Ammeter is always connected in series in the electric circuit. Then you can see here 2 circuits. Here the circuit is broken. Here the circuit is closed. When the circuit is broken, there is no bulb glowing. When the circuit is closed, then the bulb is glowing. So a continuous and closed path of an electric current is called electric circuit. So now we have studied till now what is electric current. We know electric current is nothing but flow of charges. How the charges will flow, children? If the water is in the same level, will the water flow? When the water flows? When there is difference in the levels of water. You can see here 2 containers connected with a pipe and a stopcock. When I open the stopcock, what happens? Water flows now from one container to another container. From which container to which container it flows? It flows from A to B, means from higher level to the lower level. Only when there is difference in the level of water or level of potentials, there is flow of water. Similarly, when there is difference in the level of charges only, there is or electric pressure, or it is called potential difference. There will be flow of charges. When there is flow of charges, when there is electric pressure or potential difference, then how the potential difference is produced? Potential difference is produced by battery. So this battery, there is chemicals inside the battery, and this chemical reaction inside the battery generates potential difference. It makes positive charges on one side and negative charges at the other side. So naturally what happens? There is a potential difference. And when this cell is connected to a conducting circuit of an element, the potential difference sets the charges in motion. Thus there will be a steady current in a circuit. The potential difference, now we can define what is potential difference. Potential difference between 2 points in a wire or in a circuit is defined as the work done in moving the unit charges from one point to another. Potential difference is denoted by V. So potential difference is nothing but work done in moving unit charges in unit time. So potential difference V is equal to W by Q. What is W? It is work done. And what is Q? It is charges. The SI unit of potential difference is volt, named after Alessandro Volta, an Italian physicist. The instrument which is used to measure the potential difference is voltmeter. And this voltmeter is always connected in parallel in a circuit. When you say there is 1 volt in an electric circuit, 1 volt is nothing but it is the difference, potential difference between 2 points in a current carrying conductor when 1 joule of work done in moving 1 coulomb of charge. Therefore, 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. So, you should always remember ammeter will be connected in series in an electric circuit and voltmeter will be always connected in parallel. Hope you got all these points, children. You have to see the text. Text is the best guide. Go on writing down the points. Thank you, dear children.